PYP exhibition 2014-15. We will take you through the weeks preceding the exhibition to share what we did, how we did, why we did, and when we did. Our research, visits, meeting, planning, collaboration, and compilation to reach our goal.
Started with us reading the IB publication, devising the exhibition guidelines from the online curriculum center, and sharing our understanding to reflect on the key features and purpose. We discuss what the exhibition is and the roles of the members of the school community, teachers, mentors, parents, students, the YB coordinator, and principal.
We then embark upon the journey to discuss the exhibition phases, the planning phase, the research phase, the action sharing phase, and the reflection phase. Now is the turn to read newspapers, watch news channels, share and understand what is an issue.
We read newspapers in Hindi, English and Telugu. Then we connected few issues that we were concerned about. Then we reflected back on our lives, families and communities. We wrote the reasons to address them.
Now it was a time to match our issues with the corresponding transdisciplinary theme. We read the descriptions of the 6 transdisciplinary themes and sorted our issues accordingly. We discussed which theme would be appropriate for our issue. While discussing, we realized that most of our issues are connected to health, lifestyle choices, habits, safety, diet, and we came up with the big issue, well-being.
We found out the meaning of the word well-being from various sources and came up to a common understanding, that is, well-being is to have a healthy, happy and a comfortable life.
We further research on the aspects of well-being and chose 5 aspects of well-being for our exhibition: physical, social, emotional, intellectual and physical, and spiritual. Each one of us chose the aspect we were most interested in and thus formed 5 interest groups.
After forming the interest groups, we discussed about the central idea, read the checklist for the central idea, and formed our own central idea in our respective groups. Later, we shared the central ideas, reflected on them, and came up with one central idea: human interaction and societal decision making affects well-being.
We discussed the 8 key concepts and with the concept keys created our lines of inquiry. Further, we made transdisciplinary connections with different subjects: art, science, social, math, language, physical, social and personal education. We looked into sample inquiry cycles, discussed and shared our understandings.
We created our own inquiry cycle in our respective groups.
We discussed the ways to record the exhibition and present the exhibition. We looked at the work done by the grade 5 students in the year 2012-13 and 13-14. We shared our understanding about a journal. We discussed about what is a journal, what does it look like, and what does it contain.
We had a parent orientation for the PYP exhibition to share about what is PYP exhibition, its key purpose, role of members of the school community, and our journey so far.
In our respective groups, we discussed about the different resources that would facilitate our inquiry process: books, field trips, websites, guest sessions, and Skype sessions. We visited the library to select a few books related to the various aspects of well-being. We were introduced to the wiki spaces. We could upload resources on the wiki spaces and look into the various resources uploaded by our mentors and teachers. During our first mentor meeting, we were excited to meet our mentors and we introduced ourselves to them.
We framed the essential agreement with our mentors. It was important to have them while we worked together for the next 7 weeks. We read and understood academic honesty. After all, it is never right to use someone else's words, views and ideas and call it our own.
Next, we looked into the sample planners and created our own planners. We completed the first 5 questions in the planner. The IBPYP planner is a backward by design. Planning starts with a summative assessment. We worked out a scope and sequence document. We highlighted the different consensual understandings we were focused on and also identified the learning outcomes. We had a prior knowledge assessment. We shared our understanding on the chosen aspect of well-being. We started research on the first round of inquiry, causes and effects of balance and imbalance in well-being. We had a number of guest sessions and Skype sessions during our research work to facilitate the inquiry process. The guest sessions helped us gain an insight about the chosen well-being.
We had various guest sessions and field trips on ways to maintain the aspects of well-being.
Interactive session by Mr. Shivkumar Sen about types of food and importance of food colors. Meditation session by Mrs. Madhavi. Art of Living session by Mrs. Sureka.
We had a yoga session with Ms. Madhavi Ballepalli, an interactive session with Dr. Sanjay Lumba on nutrition and the importance of nutrients, a guest session with Ms. Shigi on the functions of brain, a Skype session with Dr. Prasad on the balance and imbalance in spiritual well-being, principal scientist, plant pathology, yoga. The spiritual well-being group visited the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, and the Ramakrishna Math. We inquired about what it means to be spiritual. We noted and reflected on our learning. We also had a guest session by our principal, Ms. Sarita Katakaneni. What is God? What is self? How spiritual are we? Questions to think and go further into research. We also had a guest session on Vedic math by Sejal Gulia.
We collected information and recorded it in our journals. We shared our research work with our peers and discussed and reflected on the information gathered. We completed and presented our first formative assessment. We chose to present our understanding by either making a PowerPoint presentation or by making a booklet.
We started to note our possible actions and discuss the same with our mentors and the PYP coordinator, Ms. Anjalika Sharma. Now it's time to think, does our action really lead us to make a change or impact in our lives or the life of other people? Thus began our new journey of reflection, inquiry and planning. We had a guest session with Dr. Sirisha Batula on ways to maintain emotional well-being and a guest session with Dr. Meenakshi Kusturi on ways to maintain intellectual well-being.
We started our second line of inquiry ways to maintain the chosen aspect of well-being.
The physical well-being had a Skype session with Narayan Karthikeyan to know the importance of fitness in a sportsperson's life and ways to maintain physical fitness. We discussed, shared and reflected on the second line of inquiry. We also started working on our actions.
We began working on our actions individually or in pairs. Some of us created apps, websites, and animated videos as part of our apps. We completed our second formative assessment. We shared our understanding of maintaining aspects of well-being through presentations, quizzes, storyboard, and booklet. We interacted with the friends, families, and communities. Thank you. We started working on a third line of inquiry, interdependence of the aspects of well-being. We completed our third formative assessment. We arranged how the aspects of well-being appear in our lives. We concluded that the aspects of well-being are interconnected and given examples for the same.
We completed the summative assessment. We chose one aspect of well-being and shared our understanding about how human interaction in societal decision-making affects it. Then we worked on our final presentation. We would like to thank Ms. Sumitra, Mr. Shyam, Mr. Sunil and Mr. Madhusudan for helping and guiding us.
The PYP exhibition is a journey of learning, a culmination of a stay, learning and taking action. We worked together, shared our ideas and views, designed tasks and tools and took action.
We now have a song on well-being by our friends. The song is written by Ms. Anjalika Sharma, our PYP coordinator and principal, and the music is composed by our music teacher, Mr. Gopi.
Thank you, Megul. Morning, Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Sarika Kartikaneni, Director Academics, Mr. D. Srinivasan, members of the senior management team, teachers, students and parents. This is the most awaited day for any PYP school, the PYP exhibition, which is the culmination as well as celebration. As I stand before you all today, I am instilled with a sense of pride and satisfaction. Pride because our students have successfully completed this journey. They have worked well, presented well, and achieved their goals. Satisfaction because we have seen in them the desire to deal with issues that concern them and make a positive difference to the world around. As you walk around this morning in the exhibition, you will see their efforts, their understanding of the issues which are troubling the world today, and witness their action, what they have done or suggest doing. They have also shown us that solutions are within us, if not out. Let us make a change. The PYP exhibition 2014-15 will be remembered as a special one for years to come, because this is the first exhibition where we collaborated with 3 schools in India: Singapore International School, Mumbai, Trivandrum International School, and Fountainhead School, Surat. These schools had a Skype tour of our exhibition yesterday morning. The teachers and students, as well as their PYP coordinators, heard our students share their learning and asked them questions as well. We also had the students of grade 5 from the Aga Khan Academy, along with their teachers, as well as a group of teachers from Meerut International School, join us in our celebrations yesterday. All big actions and change begin with small steps. Our students have done that. As their parents, as their guides, mentors and teachers, all of us have heard them, guided them and believed in them. For it is only then that their future will have lesser issues and the world a peaceful place. But before we move on with the exhibition, on behalf of the entire PYP team, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have always been supportive and understanding, believing in us and standing with us in all our endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the PYP team of teachers and mentors without whom this journey would not have been what it is today. The class teachers who worked with the group: Ms. Sahira, Ms. Sufi, Ms. Baksa, Ms. Lakshmi, and Ms. Vanaji. The team which made sure that the children moved in the right direction, listened to them, talked to them, guided them. The mentors: Ms. Gauri, Mr. Ranjit, Mr. Dev, Ms. Ananda, Ms. Mudula, Ms. Munaza, Ms. Sumaya, Ms. Meenakshi, and Mr. Shravan. And just to bring a little smile on your faces, they look very fit. They're complete well-being people. They are spiritual, they are intellectual, they are physically fit, they are socially balanced, and they are very emotionally balanced. And they had to be, because they had our students and they had me. So they had to be like this. Thank you so much. They are the most glamorous people of the school. Thank you. You can hear the students clap very loudly. So it's certified. Thank you, team. We also extend our gratitude to a very, very strong team, without whom this exhibition wouldn't have taken the small steps. Our resource team. They made sure that all the resources we needed, starting from books, newspaper, technology, people, and places to visit. Ms. Indu, Ms. Shreya, and Ms. Kiran Meg. A very big round of applause for them. Finally, to the teams who have worked very silently behind the scenes, our department, Ms. Sumitra, Mr. Madhusudan, Mr. Suli, and Ms. Deepa. IT, the department that brought technology close to our daily learning and in all our presentations. Thank you. Srinidhi Sports Academy, Music Department, Mr. SOP for the presentation this morning. Hospitality Department, Transport Department, Estate Department, Stores and Administration. Finally, Ms. Farah, you have always been there, a great support to PYP. Thank you, students of Grade 5, for the commitment, hard work and the efforts without which this exhibition would not have been possible. On this note, I welcome you once again to this exhibition, which is now open for our viewers. Thank you very much.
There are 5 different aspects of well-being, which are physical well-being, emotional well-being, intellectual well-being, spiritual well-being, and social well-being. My group has chosen social well-being. Social is related to society. Social well-being is our ability to interact within a community while respecting ourselves and others. Now that you know what social well-being is, you might be wondering how can we maintain social well-being. Well, you can maintain social well-being by talking to everyone equally, at the same time having enough time for yourself to reflect. Now, if you don't do this, it will cause social imbalance. Few other causes of social imbalance can be gender difference of beliefs and values, difference of job, difference of caste. You might be different too. Sometimes you might have a disease and other people don't like being with you. That can also be a cause, which will lead to isolation. Now, my friend Shisha will talk to you about isolation. My action, I noticed that because of bullying, many people don't like talking to each other. Basically, I thought I made a PhD and then I did it. Saying that possible bullying. How can you deal with it? Other people are bullying, how can you